The Viceroy of Kush takes care of Nubian and Kushite territories. He makes sure their mines sustain the wealth of Egypt and keeps the unruly warriors under the Pharaoh's heel. It is a proud and distinguished title bestowed upon worthy men. My son Amenmesse disagrees. I granted him dominion over our lands to the south, full of riches, and free for him to barter with or conquer. Yet all I receive in return is bitterness and resentment. The more his wealth and influence grows, the more dangerous he becomes. Amenmesse has no love for his brother Seti and his wife Tausret. He could stake his claim as a prince of Egypt by challenging his brother for the throne. Perhaps it was a mistake to send him so far from my oversight. Or perhaps his fortune is a message from great Amun. Could it be that one day this gold-kissed son of Egypt is destined to trade the title of Viceroy for the divine role of Pharaoh?
Hello, monsters abound here, and welcome to Total War Pharaoh. I have early access to the campaign, which is out in a couple of weeks, I think. Anyway, so, whatever you think about Total War Pharaoh, I am a Total War partner. I don't have to cover Total War games. I can if I want to. And I don't have to be particularly nice about them. However, I do think Total War Pharaoh is not a bad Total War game. So, I'm going to try out a campaign in it. We'll see how far we get. I'm not promising anything, but I do want to try it. And I've decided to play as Amenmesse. Amenmesse? This guy, Amen. So, the reason I picked this guy is because he's on fleek. He's down with the kids. Look at this. He knows fashion, baby. A little bit of body glitter would just complete that look. Now, this guy is all about, he loves gold. He's basically Goldfinger. He gets more gold from mines. He can turn gold into legitimacy. His unique buildings lower influence. He has the strongest archers and good defensive infantry, but he's weak at charging. His commands can gain legitimacy with gold and mask, and we reduce gold costs for units and buildings. And our court, we can buy court actions with gold, and our starting position is Viceroy of Kush, which, you can guess it, gives us more gold. We're all about gold. I love gold. So, our outposts, we start off with the Shrine of Amun, which is good, I think. I don't know. It might be good, might be bad. We can always change it if we want to. We have native units, which are Nubian, and the Kushites. The Nubian are cheap and decent, holding a defensive line. And the Kushites are better trained, and their bows give extra range compared to other such units, which is quite nice. We've also got titles. Each of the factions, I believe, has different titles, which work into which units they are, can recruit effectively. And obviously, we've got legitimacy and stuff like that. It's fine. We'll go through some of the mechanics as we go through there. We've got the Ancient Legacy as well. Choose Ancient Legacy of Khafu the Builder. I don't know. I don't know what legacy we're going to go for yet. I was tempted to go for the Trader, but we'll see. We'll see. So, first things first, let's indeed reorientate the map. So we start right at the south of the map. We're right down here. There's us there. Okay, good to know. All the way up to the top of the map there, all the way down. So we've got this like the big C, and we are the little tail right at the end. So we're starting just to the south. We've got the Kawa and the Nepata to our south. We've got the Kerma as well. Kermi. And we are at war with these guys. These guys suck, so we're going to kill them. The Buhen are just to our north. I don't know who owns the rest of this. Whether this is just... Oh, it's just abandoned. That's what it is. It's just abandoned stuff. Okay. Stone, gold. And what's over here? Bronze, stone. I'm assuming all the food provinces will probably be, next to the Nile, which is what you kind of expect. So the further we head into the desert, the more sort of extra resources we will be able to acquire. So food there, food there, food there. What's that one? That is... Oh, gold. Yeah, we definitely want to try and grab as much gold as we can. So we start with 2 provinces under our control. We have... Ramesses Meri Ammon. It's a mouthful, isn't it? So we have a gold province here. As we can see, we can produce up to 150 gold from each of the settlements. There's also another one down there, which we could resettle. Gold is not a deposit resource. Stone is. So, which I mean, stone, each stone settlement will have a total amount of stone it can provide. Does it say how much it is? I don't know. Maybe. I have made some changes to the campaign settings to increase the deposits because I always felt like in Total War Troy, by the time you got to a gold settlement, there wasn't much gold left, so you never really worried about it. You just assumed you'd only get 10% of the gold that you were supposed to get. Didn't. It's an interesting idea, just kind of lacking, I think. So we start off with hello.
Rich beyond measure.
Oh, well, okay. Good to know you're the 1%, are you? So we have Amenmesse here. He starts off with some common light armor, a common medium shield, and a bronze axe. The stuff you equip into these slots will equip your bodyguard. So, for example, if you have a chariot here, your bodyguard will be on chariots. If you change this to a spear, your bodyguard will be a spear unit. I really like this system, and I think it could work in literally any historical title. Don't think it would matter. I don't. For example, if you were playing Thrones of Britannia, right, and you've got your historical general, and you can equip him with a sword, with an axe, with a spear, that's not going to upset any historical fans, right? That just sounds cool. It's just a way to customize your unit without having, you know, your general be a superhuman. So really like that system. It's good. We've also got a trait here. There are different traits we can acquire. And we are currently materialistic, which makes sense. So we get another 5% ancillary chance. This will be increased for interacting with non-religious outposts and ransoming captives after battle. Alternatively, if we pop along to a bunch of shrines, then we will get movement restored after prayer. So that's quite nice, because praying at shrines, which are these outposts here, like this one. So we've got a shrine there, Shrine of Amun. And you can see the army interaction bonus is plus 12% melee attack and XP from battles. So if we interact with that shrine, we will get more melee attack and XP from battles for 4 turns, which is quite nice. In the meantime, you can see we'll get favor with Amun, we'll get experience per turn, own armies in the region, and we'll get more influence as well. These bonuses will increase as we increase our favor with Amun. And we can also build shrines to other gods as well. So good. We can build other outpost buildings as well. So we get Egyptian Fort and Egyptian Lookout Post. These are good for providing garrison units. So for example, with the Egyptian Fort there, that will reduce the upkeep of units stationed in the fort by 50%. It also means if the settlement in the province that the fort is built comes under attack, then the units in the fort will join the battle as reinforcements. So effectively, if we were, and I'm assuming that raiders will come from the desert, for example, we could build an outpost here somewhere, and what that would mean is that if Uabku were to come under attack, then the units in there, so you can basically set up a garrison force. So it's a kind of a way of like upgrading your garrison.
Change is coming to this land.
Which is quite nice. I would prefer it maybe if it was a little bit more upkeep reduction, because food does seem to be quite hard to come by, but we'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. So we start off with this guy.
Fancy meeting you here.
Well, indeed. I mean, you are in my territory, you piece of shit.
Amenmesse, golden horde.
Yeah, so we're going to start off by killing this guy.
Time to strike.
So he has 3 units of spearmen recruits and a couple of archers, and he himself is a sword and shield bodyguard. I will say that I do think Pharaoh looks quite pretty, but I think compared to Warhammer 3, it does look a bit drab. But the real world is a bit drab.
Embrace the searing heat of the
So that's kind of to be expected. So we've got the Kushite runners. These guys are charging infantry. So they got good charge bonus. What else do they do? They've got a special missile weapon. They can spear brace. So they can charge reflect. It's quite nice. We've got the bodyguard guys here. So these guys pretty heavily armoured. Good melee attack, good melee defense. They also break armour. Of course, everyone breaks armour. Armour's a whole thing. So if I hover over here, you can see armour is currently at 48, 44, 42, 40. It's going down very quickly as the Nubian recruits lose their equipment during battle, and which will reduce their overall armour. Now, they don't have a lot of overall armour as it stands because they're only wearing kilts, which is great for the flex, not so good if you're getting stabbed. Got the Kushite Archer Militia. These guys are fairly average militia. They do have a special ability called Blot Out the Sun, which increases their reload, or makes their reload time less, and also reduces their accuracy. Also makes them tired. Now, I do miss the blood pack. I wish there was a blood pack. I think it's a bit silly. Come on, guys, give us the blood pack. Please. There are a whole bunch of new battle animations. So matching ones. They've got loads in here, apparently. Obviously, quite difficult to do in Warhammer, because you've got loads of different types of units fighting each other. Oh, that's it. Get those arrows in there. That's the stuff. That general bodyguard. Again, wearing down their armour. They do get 15 from the shield, 24 base. So unit's armour is made up of their shield and also their body armour, and I believe the shield doesn't deteriorate, but the body armour does. So a unit with a big shield is probably going to be better because it won't lose its armour, but I think more armour means it doesn't deteriorate so quickly. Maybe? I'm not 100% sure. Tell you what I do like is all the little footprints in the sand. That's neat. I like that.
Whatever it takes.
I do like how the battles feel a little bit more strategic than in Warhammer. Battles in Warhammer can devolve into insanity.
I will take what is owed to me.
Some point. Do we just go for this? I think we just go for it.
Death awaits you.
I think we just go for it. Just gonna balls to the wall.
A risk taker are you?
I'm gonna take your city, mate. Now, taking settlements in Pharaoh is quite tricky. Even minor settlements can prove to be a tough nut to crack. Capitals can be an absolute fucking nightmare to take.
These men are not our brothers.
No. Well, indeed. So anyway, our main target tactic is going to be using our missile units to try and whittle down the enemy. So we need to try and take out as many of these archers as possible. So moving our archers, trying to maybe bring them forward a little bit, try and get some shots over there. Yeah, there we go. So we could potentially try and hit these Nubian bowmen. Now they do they have more range than us? Or they got the same range? There we go, sprinkling them with arrows. This guy knows what I'm talking about.
Hold your line.
It's impressive being able to shoot your bow one way and for the arrow to go in completely another. That's it's an interesting maneuver. It does. I'm not entirely 100% sure that this is the AI seems to be able to like fire on the move without the ability to actually fire on the move. Unless I'm completely mad. No, they do not. They do not have fire on the move.
Your general is under attack.
He's fine. Be alright. So our boys getting in there. It's kind of hard to tell who's who, being that everyone looks basically the same. They're just all wearing kilts. Get those arrows in there. I think they're actually in melee combat. Got some Kushite archers, which are the same as us. Okay, elsewhere. So they have a general bow unit over there. And do they have anything else? Is that it? Oh no, they've also got a spear unit over here. Why he's defending that? I don't know. So the enemy archer is already broken.
I am not dying today.
Well, I disagree.
And who abandons us?
So these guys are looking a little bit broken. It's nice to see that they added banners in. That's nice. And you also get the damaged banner as well. In comes the runners, the Kushite runners. I'm hoping to use those to smash into the enemy recruits and break them. See, even recruits are quite tanky, and everyone's got a lot of health, which means the units stick around for longer. Pharaoh battles do feel a lot more strategic. Although, I will say, the pathfinding is a little bit janky. Particularly in cities. If you're using chariots, it's a massive ball ache to try and... I mean, this is nothing new, is it? Total War has never been great with trying to move large units around a city. I think Warhammer's probably the best we've ever had. And Pharaoh feels like it takes a bit of a step back. Still, these Kushite archers are being picked off very, very quickly. Which is good. And I'm hoping these guys are almost broken. Their morale's not very good. Hoping that will cause a bit of a chain route.
Now they are hurting.
Okay, we have broken through. I mean, had they brought this... I guess maybe they were worried about me rushing around and getting into one of the other entrances, but it's not like that's the only entrance. There's one there. There's one over here. So I could have got in anyway. I should have spread my army out, realistically, but I didn't. Because I almost never do. Come on, finish him off. They've killed 61 guys. I mean, it's not much damage dealt as gold because they've mostly been killing the Nubian boys. And those guys are dirt cheap. And finally they break, which means we can now pour into the city.
Battle seems endless. There is no hope.
Just run down the enemy units that are still hanging about. Or trying to retreat, as I say. I do really like the settlements, though. There's some really nice little details. It's just really pretty. They've obviously put a lot of work into making this look nice. And it does look beautiful. Genuinely looks really nice. Oh, what the fuck is that? Why is it so shiny? No idea. Not important. Okay, the general unit, obviously they do have quite a nasty missile attack. However, I would say equipping your general with just bows does... They only have 15 ammunition, and once they've used that ammunition, they basically are a bit shit. So I would suggest probably don't equip them with arrows. That would be my... I mean, it does keep them out of danger. So that's good. But in every other way, it's definitely better just to give them an axe and let them go to town. Personally, I think you should be able to equip your general with a bow and a melee weapon. And they can then switch between the two. Because that way they can contribute to the battle regardless. And also, they get a melee. And that way it works for all of them. Everyone gets a bow. So the enemy bow unit has fallen back. You actually can see how much ammunition they've got. You can see the little icon there. It's 1650 out of 1800. And that is their actual ammunition. That's how many shots they have. Obviously, they have an ammunition down here, 14. That's the sort of rounds they have. But that's obviously 14 times by the number of units in the unit. The spears are... I don't know where the spears are going. They just run off. I think that maybe they're trying to defend this objective, which is the armory. The armory will actually repair armor for units in the radius if they control it. And those bow boys are going to die. Particularly because I can't decide if they're going to pull their sword out or just use they're very indecisive. Yeah. Not the best. They're not sending their best.
It's within your grasp.
It is, isn't it? We're grabbing the objectives. Once we grab an objective, we actually get a debuff on the enemy army, which is reducing their morale every 20 seconds. They get 1% morale penalty every 20 seconds. I believe that stacks. So over time, they'll start to obviously waver and then eventually run away.
Has lost the victory point.
Yes, there we go. There's a little modifier there. Morale penalty. So they're losing 1% per 20 seconds for defending units. Second faction control. So if they receive the following, yeah. So if we control both of them, then they'll get that negative modifier, which means obviously they need to retake it as quickly as possible. Yeah, see, because they got their bows, they're just terrible in melee combat. So, not ideal. You actually need to sit on the objective. If you leave the objective, it starts to fall back towards the enemy. So you need to control it. But, yeah, this battle's over. We've broken the spears, and I think that bow general unit is about to break as well. Now we just need to chase them down to their last little bolt hole and take it. I'll take that. Thank you very much.
The gods reward determination.
Okay, we now have some stone. Oh, lovely, lovely stone. That's not the one. That's the one. Ooh, we got a fucking common chariot, boys.
I will take what is owed.
That's the wrong button. It's the one from... That's the one in Warhammer. Nope, there we go. Oh, we got... Am I not allowed a chariot? Oh, I can't. No, none. Chariot? Okay, cool. Okay, so we can equip a chariot. But we can't equip anything. It's just the chariot. It's just the chariot. Still, chariots are pretty neat. Let's have a chariot. Good. Pretty happy with that. Fine. So, what kind of traits do I want? Resources from ransoming. That would be quite nice. More ammunition would be good too. So I think we're going to go for presence. What does presence give us? So, more speed and replenishment. Also gives us shoot while moving for missile infantry. God, a lot of these cost us gold, don't they? Except the Overseers of Gold then gives us more. Ooh. Okay, let's start with the old presence. So we'll give you. So we'll go with, what's this one? The Bite of Wadjet. This means we can shoot. Our missile infantry can shoot while moving.
On my terms.
Yes, exactly. What do I want to recruit? Now we do have some bronze income. You have... Okay, you've got loads more ammunition. But you've got more missile damage. You're just overall cheaper. Okay, I'm going to get another recruit. And I'm going... Oh, you've got 230 range. Which is almost... This is actually further than a slinger. Let's get one of you. Okay, research-wise, I'm going to start off with longer festivals to make people happier. Let's go with that. Okay, now, something we don't have a lot of is wood. We have no... I mean, it's the middle of the desert. There's very little in the way of wood. So, wood is going to be a slight issue. We can get some from the ports. Now, we can upgrade the port. That only gives us another 10 wood. But I'm still going to go and grab it because I think that having a little bit more wood income is overall probably going to be a good thing for us. Let's get an irrigation ditch because that's going to get the reclaimed farmland, and together this will give us some decent food, and that's something else we need, so we'll do that. And then I think I'm going to build nothing. I think we're going to leave it at that. So we could build some outposts. I'm not going to do that though. I don't really... Well, do I have the stone? Let's have a look. So if we're going to build anything, it's probably going to be the... where's the building outpost? There we go. So we got that one there. So this will give us 10% extra production, which isn't going to be a lot, to be honest, because it's only this region. So that's effectively going to give us another 30 food and 4 wood in exchange for 200 stone. Yeah, that's quite a lot. Could get a little bit more. How's our influence looking? Influence is fine. I don't think there's... I don't think there's any point at the moment. I wouldn't mind a happiness building, but we don't have enough growth. Stone Carvers District would be good. Get them more stone. Stone is quite hard to come by. Where the fuck are you going? Okay, well, bye, I guess.
Ever wise.
If we move up here, we should be able to go and grab Musha next turn.
Any price for victory.
I'm going to get another one of those guys, and I'm going to get another recruit. That's what we're doing. That's the plan. So, what does this do? Training range. Okay, I'm assuming that's going to give us access to the mercenary. Yeah, okay. I mean, we could upgrade our military recruitment, but at the moment, I don't think we have the resources to actually recruit them with, so I don't see the point. Now, we do have special buildings. One of which is... Where is it? No, is it this one? There we go. Right, so we have the gold market and the hidden rooms. Now, this will expend money in exchange for every other resource. So 50 bronze, 110 food, 40 stone, 15 wood. That is quite potent, but obviously we need gold to be able to upkeep that. But I think it's very, very worth... What the fuck is that? More gold. We don't actually have any gold in this province, do we? No, so there's no point building that. We can't build a Shadoof farm until this is tier 3. So until it's tier 3, this settlement is basically pointless. We got happiness building. I could get more workforce growth, but again, not entirely sure. Let's get the mustering hall, because then we can get more gold. I love gold. What I like about the Pharaoh campaign is there's a little bit more thinking about what buildings you're going to put where. And I quite like that.
Amenmesse.
Okay. I think we're going to be fairly evenly matched here.
I won't hold back.
On the other hand, I do have some longer ranged, better archers than they do. So, fingers crossed.
These men are not our brothers.
So this time, the enemy have significantly more forces to defend their settlement with. However, we've got some chariots. Look at that. I mean, that looks quite pretty, doesn't it? Now, I will say that the chariots seem to be slightly buggy in that their range is 190. And yet, they are already spraying these guys over here with missile fire, despite the fact that their radius is there. That's how far they should be able to shoot, but as you can see, they're already shooting these guys for us. Which is fine, but they definitely shouldn't be able to shoot that far. So we're going to use our archers to pick off the enemy missile units, because that will make my life easier. They do have quite a lot of missile units. They've also got the general missile unit there, and they've also got the shield and sword bodyguards. So already we are taking out those Nubian bowmen. This is why you should wear a shirt, guys. And they're being replaced by some Kushite archers, who are obviously trying to get some shots in and failing. It's nice to see that they're not quite as desperate to rush out of the city to their death. Although that was quite fun. Having a massive blob of enemies and shooting them. Oh, that was quite satisfying. Okay, there's a general unit here that I would like to get some missile fire on. Just like that. They're going to return fire. Now they are quite heavily armoured, but each volley will reduce their armour. And that will start eating away at their actual armour stat. They're actually coming out of the city. We're going to use our chariots to mow them down. That's the stuff. I guess they realised that if they sit inside the city, they're just going to get shot to pieces. So they decided to come out to play. So those Nubian recruits got run over. And then we're going to move the Kushite runners in to engage them. Meanwhile, the rest of the enemy units are spilling out. Now, I will say that of all the sieges I've played, this is the first time I've seen them actually come out again, which is nice. That's obviously a bit of a change. Although not all of the units are actually coming out of the city. I think there's some deployed right at the back. Now, considering they can probably see where I am, I mean, I guess I could have hid units behind a hill or something. So getting some shots in there and then moving in to engage. And the chariots are just rolling around, running people down. Obviously, they are mostly missile. They are light bow chariots. However, they can still do a real number on the enemy should you, like, charge into the rear. As you can see, the spearmen recruits taking huge amounts of punishment there, and then the chariots just rolling in. You do have to be careful, because it's very easy to lose your general. However, running over the enemy is a lot of fun. I like all the little tracks it leaves. That's a nice touch. I like that.
Victory is within your grasp.
So I'm not looking after my general at the moment, but I'm sure he's fine. He's having a whale of a time as he runs over the last of the Kushite archers there. We still have a... Oh, these spear boys obviously do have bonus first large, and seeing as like there's no cavalry in this game, it's they're mostly anti-chariot. Enemy generals down, and we're flooding into the city, taking out those Kushite archers. So there's just 3 spear units left to deal with. Obviously, we probably don't want to engage a spear unit with just our chariots in the narrow confines of a city. That feels like a way to get our general killed. And I kind of want to try and keep him alive if possible. However, we can certainly engage... Oh, careful, the chariots. They're really hard. Oh, good. They're really hard to deploy. It doesn't matter, though, because everyone's broken. Thank goodness. Personally, if he's in a chariot, I'd like to see him come in from the side and just roll over him. Bonk, bonk. And then wasted. Good. Okay, so let's take that one. And we have secured our province and Kushite guards. XP per turn for the entire army and more influence. It's alright, isn't it?
Take what is owed to me by
it's alright.
means.
Okay, so this is going to give us more influence and upkeep reduction. Let's get that. I'm going to keep going that until we get the Chief Fletcher, because I think having more ammunition, that's going to be useful in those longer battles, isn't it? That's my thinking. That's my thinking. Right, so we got the stone there. We can get some bronze here, which should definitely be useful. So let's do that. Let's grab that one. And we want food here, don't we? So let's grab some food.
On my terms.
Okay. So missile. I'm fairly happy with the missile. Should we get some Nubian hunters? I do like my javelins.
The soldiers of fortune.
Javelins are they're just a lot of fun. So let's go with that. So we've got the foreigners residence. So this is another one of our special buildings. We get more workforce growth production as well, and diplomatic relations with non-Egyptian factions, but it does reduce our influence. So there's a little bit less influence there, potentially. It's going down quite a lot. We need something to bolster it. Like a new Scryer stand. Get me pictures of Spider-Man. Sure. There's nothing else I really want to build here. So let's go with a little bit more influence, I guess. Something like that. Ooh, recruiting stuff. You're fine. If I upgrade you, then you will provide me with more food, which is something I need. We've got a commandment available. Now, the commandments are a little bit weird. It's like offset. So we could get happiness. Happiness here is fine. Get more stone for less food. To be honest, getting more influence and less gold. There's no gold here. So, mind you, influence is fine. So we may as well just go for the Royal Gardens, which is more of everything. It's not big bonuses, but it is something. So we got facility in the Western Lower Egypt. Where the fuck is that? That's down there. Yeah, that makes sense. Good. We got more happiness. That's good. So everyone's going to be a little bit happier. Because we've got longer festivals. Okay, so what's our next move? So there's a bunch of, like, we could go down and take out these guys. I want to go and grab this gold over here. It's not super important. Getting more food. Maybe just building food up. What are we doing diplomacy-wise? Who likes us? So, it says deteriorating, but it's not. It's fine.
Warrior of Egypt.
Is there any... Right, what about a non-aggression pact? Mez. You're at war with Tusseret.
All will remember me. I fight for Egypt.
Kind of...
In the name of duty.
Like you. Now, you are fine with me. You want wood. I don't really need any resources at the moment. I mean, I could use food, but it's mostly for upkeep, and I guess maybe we just
Rightful heir of Egypt.
go and grab this gold mine. It's quite a long walk. Maybe if we just recruit another general. It's quite a lot of upkeep, but we're fine for the most part. Let's go for Setharu.
The might of Nubia.
Let's pop you in there. So, food is going down a little bit.
Rich beyond measure.
What do we have? Kushite Gar. Oh, we got. And I can equip you with the axe because I don't need it. I've got a sweet ride. Axes are for people who don't have sweet rides.
The might of Nubia.
Okay, if I wanted you to go and settle this, how much would that take? It's not going to tell me, is it? 475. That's fine. We're going to go and grab that then.
Driven by injustice.
Who we could... do I maybe go and see if I can take Kawa? So, ideally I'd prefer another army, but I can't afford that at the moment.
Golden Prince.
Basically, I think we need to build up our resources. I think that's probably the next step.
Get ready to march.
We need more food. Potentially more bronze. If we can get gold, we could trade. So this would give us more gold. Oh, there's a gold mine labour village. That will reduce influence, but... how much by? 2. So effectively, by building this building, we'll overset... Yeah, well, okay, that's fine. Will mean we won't have any defences in this province, but that's fine. Probably. We got more food there. Good. Okay. 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 Hello. What do you want? You want stone in exchange for food. I could do that. Hello. Now, one of the things I have turned off is I will not get negative modifiers for relations for trespassing. Mostly because I think it's bullshit. Because if the AI trespasses on you, it doesn't matter. So it's only a player negative thing. I mean, I guess the AI gets annoyed with it. Does it affect me or just the... I don't know. It doesn't matter. Anyway, the point is that I decided to get rid of it. So we have an ambition. Maintain 25 units. Nice in theory. Gold prestige. Have at least 2,000 gold. I do love gold. What's that going to do? It's going to give me plus 10. Oh, that's quite useful, actually. You know what? I'm going to grab that one. And we're gonna build up our gold. I don't know if we can do it in... Unless we trade for gold. I don't probably want to do that. So let's get this one. That's gonna give us more gold. We're gonna send Setharu. Can I name you? I don't think I can. Oh. Sephiroth. Perfect. There we go. Can't even remember if that's spelled right. Doesn't matter. You're going to equip that, and you're going to go and resettle that settlement for me. Good stuff. I'm going to leave Amenmesse here. We're going to upgrade anything which gives us more food, such as that. And this one, when we can. Basically, we need to upgrade this now. 298 food. However, that is 194 of that comes from diplomacy. Oh, I didn't do this, did I? Okay, let's get more gold. Yeah, I could build an outpost. Well, actually, with that said, maybe building an outpost here isn't the worst choice. 10% extra gold. Where are you? Oh, you're resettling stuff. They want... No, because if I give you gold, I won't be able to get my diplomacy thing. So it's Shemez Hor. So we get the Pillars of Civilization, local deities, commands, courts, ancient legacy, and the power of the crown. Now, I'm not entirely sure how do commands work.
Viceroy of Kush.
It's a thing. I'm not entirely sure how it works. Oh, like that one. On use. Increase your faction to... Increase your legitimacy. Okay. So how... As it was automatically activated. Oh, I guess I can't do it right now. Fine. That's fine. That's fine. Right, we've got gold income. We've got the gold mine. That's good. That's coming along. Influence here is bad. And that will... Oh, that will reduce gold. Holy shit. Need to fucking put a stop to that. Oof. Okay. Tell you what, if we grab this...
I will do great things.
Indeed. Just put the fire out. Slightly concerning it's still on fire.
It's ours now.
It is. Yes, that's right. Okay, and then we can increase... Where is it? No, no. There we go. Minus 10% gold. But that's better than minus 25% gold. That's my thinking. And anywhere we're making shit tons of food. This... Oh, my goodness, you are not a happy boy. Mostly because of provincial instability, though. And that should be getting better. So I'm going to just leave you as you are at the moment. We're going to do economic there. And an economic here. Let's beef up that food. Because what I want... I mean, at the moment, I've got 2 armies, one of which is just 1 guy, and one of which is 16, and that's it. That's all I've got. I want to... I mean... Oh, because that's a pillar of civilization, so it's a 10. It's got 10 guys in it. It's got 7. It's going to be tough to take. Maybe...
Did you forget how much I despise you?
Okay, so we're not going to make friends there. That's fine. What I'm going to do is fiddle about with the court.
Will be made and taxes taken.
Indeed. So I'm going to cozy up to... So we get more gold. We get access to the Kushite units. What can we make request here? Strong arm, threaten. I don't need to threaten anyone. I guess connections wouldn't be the worst thing. Elite units. I don't know if that's going to be that useful. Embezzle. Maybe that's the play. I could steal some legitimacy. Okay. Let's gossip with him, get some regard. Then I'm going to worry. I'm not entirely sure I want to achieve in the court yet, but we're working on it. And more food, yes, please. So, are we going now? Where are our quests? Oh, we can do this. It's created. It spent some gold, and it's made a golden mask. So +3 legitimacy. Because I've got some bling. I've got some wheels. I've got some bling. I'm rolling around the desert, just living my best life. Rich kids of Egypt. It's me, motherfuckers. That's right, I got a private boat to the Bahamas. Oh, we don't know where the Bahamas are. Do I want to upgrade any? No, what I want to do is probably get more gold. Yes, that's the plan. That's what we're doing. Court action. I am going to gossip with you, and then I'm going to do connect, because connections cost me 200 gold. You're shitting me. I don't want to spend all that gold. Three court actions for 200 gold. Fuck me, mate. I can purchase another court action for 200 gold. Does gossip cost gold? Or is it because... Oh, it's because I've used all of my court actions. That's why. God, you're going to have to be so careful. If you forget that you don't have any court actions left, that's going to be very fucking expensive. Well, I would like the food, but on the other hand, I still need the gold. Because, not events, generals, provinces, known factions, reminders, ambitions, there we go. So I've got 9 turns left to do that with. Are we going to make it? Maybe. If I don't spend any more. And if I upgrade this.
For justice.
So we've got the economic building there, so making 184 gold, 110 from that, 55 from that, plus the bonuses. Lovely. We could maybe do with more stone, so maybe if I upgrade this, we could potentially get more stone.
Port of Meneptah, beloved of the gods.
Yeah, so I can get 3.
We children of the Nile must work together.
And then I can... Assist is very expensive.
Egypt raised us well, unlike some of these more questionable characters.
And then I can get elite... I don't know if I want elite warriors. Army wages doesn't seem like it's going to be that useful. No. Sorry, I need my gold. I need to complete my ambition. I've got an ambition to build a fucking money bin so I can swim around in that shit. Oh. You know what? I will trade that happily. I will trade that happily. Because then I've got 8 more turns. I get 300. Yeah, I'm doing this. This is fucking it. This ambition is done. Fucking ambition to make gold, baby. Got to get that side hustle on. Do I want this? No. Okay, so we've got more influence. That's good. Happiness is dropping a little bit, but that's okay. Because the important thing is that we can get 10% additional production if that carries on going up, and it is. So we get 8. So we need 80. Because if we get 80, we get another 10% production bonus. We're not actually doing very much here at the moment, are we? Is that going up? It is going up. It might hit 80, maybe. So upgrade that one. We could upgrade you. That would let us get more food. That's quite important. Inspired barters. It's okay. I still need lots. I still need more food. I still need more food. Fertility. Royal decree. Lovely. More gold. Fantastic. So where's this? In Yamhad. Near Yamaha, which is where they make the keyboards. Probably. Okay, Royal Decree. I'm going to go for more stone. Weirdly, I was going to say, there's some buildings where you get more during collapse, but prosperity is 15%. So prosperity is based on this little marker here. The more of the pillars of civilization, which are these settlements with the little rings around them. So the more of those that are tier 3 and above, the better. Across the entire world, because that's prosperity. If it drops, things start to get a little bit ropey as civilization crumbles. Just a little bit, that's a bit rough. Don't know if you've ever been around during a civilizational collapse, but it's best avoided. Okay, I need more stone for that. Upgrading you. Yeah, I would like to upgrade this to get more stone. There's more. It's a bunch more. Ramesses kind of had a rough time with stone. I wouldn't mind if there was a few more little mini civilizations. I feel like if I try and lay siege to these guys...
Rightful heir of Egypt.
Do I... So... Those Kushite spears. I could get a couple of them. They're quite tanky. could get some more archers, but again, we run out of ammunition. That's our main issue, isn't it? So let's grab those. That puts us at 18. I mean, these guys are tier 3. They're definitely better. I need more stone. I could potentially trade some more stuff for stone, but I'm just going to hold off because I want to get that ambition, because I think getting that ambition is going to really help me get some non-aggression packs without having to pay people for them.
I am the soul of Ra, and this is the heart of all Egypt.
I'm going to do that.
Consider your request granted by the power of the Divine Court.
Yes, thank you. Holy shit! Got some Royal Kopesh guards. Oh, they're so expensive. Royal Companion chariots. Oh, I kind of want them.
My soldiers will be well rewarded.
Let's get some of those bad boys. I felt lonely just rolling around town by myself. Now I've got some friends to roll around with. Some rich friends. Let's upgrade some more rich kids of Egypt. Good. Okay, so we'll do that. Do we go for it? Do we? My only issue is.
Talk. I have battle plans to review.
I think I need to complete my thingamajig, don't I? Which is going to be fairly. It would have been slightly sooner, but I decided to blow my money on some nice wheels. There we go. It's Shemez Hor. Fantastic. We got the gold prestige for 15 turns. And we can pick an ancient legacy. Oh, I'm going to hold off for a second there.
Shamsuhor begins.
Yes.
Let us see which way the wind blows.
Indeed. Okay, let's do something like that. Oh, do I want to go with the builder? I'm kind of tempted to go for the merchant. I think... fuck! I don't know.
On my turn.
He's sort of earmarked towards being the builder, but he doesn't have to be the builder.
Firstborn son.
I look at the bonuses for that, and I don't really think they're that good. What local deities have we got? We just got just the one local deity, actually. Need to build some more shrines, don't we?
Viceroy of Kush.
What does this... Oh, it will reduce our upkeep. Alright, let's we'll pop in there.
Boldest of warriors.
Yeah, we don't really need to hold on to that one. And now that we've got this gold, I can actually now trade it. So, who will have... See, I knew getting that would be a massive bonus. So let's have a look. We want to you.
Wisdom in all things.
Negotiate.
Welcome, friend. I'm sure we have much to discuss.
Yes, we do. They would give me 57 gold and 2 bronze.
A wise deed.
Good. I don't want to deal with you anymore.
I stand strong.
Do we have...
For Pharaoh's glory. Ra, in the name of Jude.
Death to my enemy. Battle is...
All will remember.
All the rest of you guys are just idiots. I want...
In the name, all will...
Knowledge is power.
You can tell who the protagonists are, aren't you? They're the ones that look anything like different than the others. Everyone else looks very generic.
In the name of duty.
Military alliance, non-aggression pact. I am kind of like I could like peace out with everyone in the north.
The fire of Nubia.
Not you.
I stand strong.
Where are you? Up there somewhere. Who are you at war with? SETI and... Right, I don't care about you.
In the name of duty.
You are trading with that guy. I don't really care about
Pharaoh's
you. I
all will
could...
remember me.
If I... Where's Napata? Napata.
Battle is my calling. I'm sure we can find something to agree on.
You're at war with... Boohen. I don't know where Boohen is. Who the fuck is Boohen? Oh, Boohen's up there. I mean, I could do that. It's a little bit dicey. You've kind of flanked around, I see. What about if I demand like a shit ton of food? I'll say shit ton. 50. Is that it? 50 food? Bloody useless, mate. Alright, well, I'll mull that over. As well as the legacy to take next time. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode.